Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's Two Cares for Pets. I'm joined with, of course, my friend Dr. Zink at South Tulsa Veterinary Hospital, and of course, our sweet angel. Look at this. This is Mr. Scotty, and he's still kind of a puppy, right?
He is a puppy. He's 7 months old.
Oh.
He is about to be neutered. He is very, very sweet. This boy he's a bit shy, but he is an absolute doll. He's being fostered with other dogs, with cats, with a 2-year-old boy, and he is as sweet as they come. He's a little bit... He's a little bit nervous about things like car rides, and he's a little bit more reserved when it comes to meeting more people, but he's very sweet about it. He's not to the point where he won't approach individuals. Mm-hmm. He's just a little more nervous and reserved about it, but he warms up quickly, don't you, baby?
We've done dozens of these Two Cares for Pets, and this is one of the sweetest angels. Oh my, the face that Scotty's giving me. He's an angel. Okay, so this week is Halloween.
Right.
And for those who have pets, cats, dogs, it's so easy when you have those young ones. They'll leave out their Halloween candy and they'll say, all right, I'm on to the next thing. They'll just divert.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a hazard for our pets.
It is.
What's one of the worst candies that our animals can get into?
So I think that most people know that chocolate is a big concern with dogs and with cats. But ultimately, you know, the good news is that a lot of Halloween candy is going to be sort of a milk chocolate. Doesn't mean that it's not still dangerous. It absolutely is, especially in high quantities. But you will have to be very cognizant of where that is kept so that they don't have access to that, because it's not just the chocolate and it's not just the hard candies that are choking hazards, and it's not just, you know, those types of things that are a risk. It's also the wrappers. And so, you know, especially for, you know, these silly guys like puppies that don't have any sense of self-preservation, they will just go and just chomp down and eat everything. And while it may not be the worst thing if it stays within the package, if they're eating chocolate, you know, sometimes those packaging products don't always pass all that easily if they get all, you know, gummed up together. But you also have concerns like pancreatitis, you know, obviously, because a lot of these things have a lot of fat in them. And so they can really set off, you know, if you've got older dogs that are prone to those, or schnauzers or things like that. So that is always a big concern.
I'm also thinking about maybe lollipops, like something like that, getting dislodged in their throat, choking hazard. Makes me so nervous to think about.
Especially for some of these smaller puppies that, you know, it looks really tempting to chew on or to mouth on, but it doesn't necessarily go down easily or come back up easily. So, and you're right, things like lollipops. Well, you can take your dog to, you know, the vet, or you can make them vomit at home. But if you've got something like a stick attached, well, that becomes a little bit more of a dangerous situation. So you want to make sure that those things are always put away.
Okay. What are some of the signs to look out for? Maybe if you turned your back and then you're noticing something's off with your animal, what are some of the signs that maybe they did get into something bad and that you do need to take that extra step and get them into the vet?
So first of all, if you do happen to know that your pet might have gotten into something like chocolate, time is of the essence. So you want to make sure that you try and get them in as soon as you can. Within the first hour of consuming those things is really important, because that's still the time that they can be made to vomit, and then their stomachs can be decontaminated if need be. But if they happen to get into something like chocolate, or God forbid, dark chocolate, you might notice that they're acting sort of jittery, that they're vomiting, that they're having diarrhea. The illness that can occur from chocolate toxicity is pretty severe if it's bad. And so that's something that you really want to make sure that, you know, if you know that it's happened or you suspect that it's happened, you want to try and get them in somewhere ASAP. You can make them vomit with hydrogen peroxide, but that can be a little bit, first of all, it's very messy, but it's also not always effective. Okay. And so if you're able to, it's always a good idea to take them somewhere where they've got medicines that are a little bit more guaranteed to make that stuff come back up.
Okay, great advice as always. Thank you. Good to keep in mind, especially this Halloween, and I mean the holidays too. You leave out stuff. We'll talk about more about that in the coming months. Last thing about Scotty. Anything that you want the viewers to know about this sweet angel? He has been a doll this entire time, guys.
Yes, he's very sweet. He can get a little bit car sick, but otherwise he is a very sweet boy. He is ready to be adopted, and he is available through Helpless Hounds.
Thank you, Dr. Zink. Scotty, thank you. Great job, superstar. I know you want to jump up here. Guys, as always, if you are interested in Scotty, if you want to learn more information, Dr. Zink is a great resource. Please call her office if you have any questions, and we'll post all the information on our website, kjrh.com. See you next time.